Good morning, everybody. Coffee with Chondra, live out of the Heartland. It's a beautiful day. I cannot believe it is mid-October and it's almost 70 at 7:30 in the morning. Sorry, I'm a little distracted. Did everybody have a great weekend? I hope so. It's Monday morning and most are going off to work. And I'm just checking out who's looking in. We're just starting up. I'm a little bit late this morning, so I'm going to continue on a topic I kind of started last week. I live in Iowa, so you can see evidence of harvest everywhere. So it's going to kind of be that line of thought this week. I looked up actually a fact on that, and in 2015, so last year, 140 billion pounds of feed corn were planted and harvested on 13 million acres of land in Iowa last year. So like I said, you can see it everywhere. Even in town here, it's still developing where I live, and you'll see some of the undeveloped plots and they harvest hay. So you'll see hay bales in the middle of town. It's kind of funny. And just to clarify, we are not Idaho. We do not grow potatoes. Well, some people might, but that's not the primary thing here. So I'm just talking about a little bit about harvest. We do corn and beans and that type of thing. Good morning, Tracy. Hey, Sarah, Julie. So one of my topics last week, I think it was last week, was will your seed produce fruit? And so that was kind of the jumping off point for me. And today I want to talk about you only harvest what you plant. I'm not a farmer, by the way. I'm just, talking about these these topics because I see them all around, and I think it pertains to a lot of people around the world. So you only harvest what you plant. Hey, Karen. When you plant a row of carrot seeds, you obviously plan to get carrots from your crop. If you plant peppers, you obviously will get peppers when you harvest. You're not going to plant a row of seeds of corn and get parsnips or something like that. You harvest what you plant. Good morning, Patrick. We have so many choices to make in life, decisions every day, and they all, I don't care how small the decision is, they all have a ripple effect. You might never know about how big it is, actually. But everything has that ripple effect. So it's really important to think through the decisions you make. Okay, you're going to decide to plant carrots, and later on you're going to harvest carrots. Pardon me. So be cognizant of the decisions you make every day. I love the Rush song Free Will and the words in it. Even if you choose not to decide, you still have made a choice. Love it. So true. Think about in our country. Our country is a first world country. We're very fortunate in the things that we have and can do. But also in our country, there's the downside of, many people live beyond their means, including our government. And I just wanted to read 5 points from a certain book, and then I'm going to read you what book it's from. Number 1. There is the undermining of dignity and sanctity of the home, which is the basis of human society. Number 2, higher and higher taxes and the spending of public monies for free bread in circuses for the populace. 3. The mad craze for pleasure, sports becoming every year more exciting and more brutal. 4. The building of gigantic armaments when the real enemy was within, the decadence of the people. 5. The decay of religion, faith fading into mere form, losing touch with life, and becoming impotent to warn and guide the people. Those 5 points, as I was reading those, really strike home a bit as far as the United States, because we have the means to do like the entertainment and, you know, to do those things that might cause society to fail. But this is not written about the United States at all. This was written in 1787. Hey, Kels. Morning, Michael. This was not written about the United States. Like I said, written in 1787 after 20 years of labor of writing by Edward Gibbon in the book, The Decline and Fall of the Roman Empire. Wow. That was really interesting. So those 5 points are decisions that there are actually effects of decisions that are made on a constant basis. So we need to be cognizant of what we're doing. We need to work on ourselves and make that ripple effect happen in a positive way. Everything we do produces something. Hey, Chloe. Everything we do produces something. So make it a good and meaningful something. You can't be lazy and produce good results. You can't be negative and produce something positive, just like you can't plant or row tomatoes and get an apple tree. That's just not how it works. What goes in comes out. So be aware of your choices and all of the ripple effects that might happen. Spend time on something that you want to have good gains from. If you don't spend time on it, it might happen, but it'll take a lot longer. So just think about that. If you're working towards something in your business, it'll take time and effort and good quality time. I'm not just saying, well, I'm going to do something here or there, because if you treat it like a hobby, it will produce like a hobby. If you treat it like a business, it'll produce like a business. The relationships you work on will flourish, and those you don't will not. So it's all relative to what you're planting. You'll get out of it what you put into it. Just food for thought today. No pun intended. I have a great quote from the late great Jim Rohn, and I love this because life is too short and you have to think about that. Spend your time on what is good and what will produce the results you want to produce. Everybody has different goals. So here's the quote: days are expensive. When you spend a day, you have one less day to spend. So make sure you spend each one wisely. Jim Rohn. So I'm going to leave that with you today. It was a little more introspective and thoughtful this morning as you think about what you're going to do each part of your day and what that'll produce. Morning, Jackie. So if you enjoyed this, I will have it on my YouTube playlist later, so you can subscribe to that if you like, or like, comment, share. I love seeing people's comments about, you know, whatever we talked about, if it struck a chord with you, or if you thought of someone else when you were hearing it and you shared it with them. Anyway, that is about it. Have a great day, and I will catch you tomorrow. Ciao.